Do.
Okay, supposed to be live now.
All right. Well,
I don't know yet. I haven't. Oh, yes, much better.
You know what? Sometimes turning it off and turning it back on again is the best way of doing things.
I don't know yet. I haven't.
I'm hearing it on repeat off of her phone because her mic's
there's
hot
a little
right
bit.
now.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's
okay. Hey, so we were having a little bit of technical
Troubleshooting.
problems with freaking Facebook there. We had to close the app, reopen it, that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, we had to go live.
Now we're actually live,
Yeah.
or at least kind of live.
Yeah.
Because I've been dead for years.
All right.
So
I'm Jacob.
I'm Michael.
This is what the fuck? Jesus.
So
I kind of felt like that was the last 5 minutes.
It was.
You're like, is it this button? Is it that button? Is it this switch? Yeah.
So business first. Good.
One thing I will say first is I love how you came over here, did the exact same thing I had done, thinking it was going to provide different results.
It's not that I don't trust you. It just is that I need to see it for myself. So the last of the Karen burgers we're smoking before the event on the 3rd, which is Friday.
Nice.
Is yet another Karen Burger branded, but not Karen Burger cigar.
Okay.
This is a Don Kiki. Not to be confused with Kiki Momo, another great cigar brand. Don Kiki was blended originally by her late husband. These are his blends.
Okay.
And we are smoking the Don Kiki Gold.
Okay.
There's also Don Kiki Platinum, which is out of stock at the moment.
That was really weird because your microphone literally just shut off for a quick second, and I don't know if it was one thing or another.
Huh?
So
What?
yeah, don't scream in my ear, dude. I'm the one with the headset on right now, so that's kind of the asshole thing to do. Not saying that it's beyond you, but I'm saying, hey, try to be courteous to the dude sitting right beside you. I just want to make sure that you didn't have it leaning up against something.
I probably did. So let me light this fine cigar. The thing about the Don Kiki blends is they are simple in their complexity. It is a cigar that is complex, but a very easy smoking, very simple cigar. I know that's an oxymoron kind of thing, like military intelligence or congressional oversight. What's your first impression?
Nice. Lights up. Fairly smooth.
And of course, it is hockey season. Dirty fucking dangles, boys. Real snipe sallies.
But right now, what I am looking at is what do we have for local? Do you have anything for local?
Trojan Soccer's doing really good.
Really?
Yeah. At least that's what I read today. I don't follow the footy.
Well, I've come to realize that a lot of the updates out of Pahrump Valley Times comes through on Wednesday.
The birdcage liner?
So it's like, oh, okay, cool. So, like, I don't have any idea of what's going on this upcoming weekend until usually Wednesday. But I do know one thing that's going on.
Well, the event.
Well, we got that on Friday.
On Friday.
On Friday.
And then Saturday, Outside Tavern for comedy.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to be there?
I just posted the flyer. Lex Las Vegas. We have, I don't want to screw up her name.
Feel free to reference the flyer.
Annie Flag. So.
Any flag?
No.
No.
Annie. Not any. So, we got that. But as for other things,
are you going to
really
be there?
Am I going to be there? Yeah.
Just you?
Just me? What do you mean?
Jeez.
You the only person in the audience?
No. Like, we had a packed house this last Saturday, and when I posted the flyer today, which everybody was like, yeah, way to post it on Thursday. I was like, well, I get the flyer when I get the flyer. I got the flyer for this upcoming weekend. Today, post it, let everybody know. And it started off as a, like, 8-person crowd, and then it quickly turned into a full house. So I was very pleasantly pleased with that. considering the other festivities that were going on that weekend. You know, Fall Fest. I can't wait till we get to see the numbers from that.
What numbers? They'll never
Are
show
we
us
ever
those
going to see numbers from that? Have we
They'll
ever?
never.
They've gone through on previous years and shown that they actually had it because they were so proud of it that they actually made a couple $100 last year. Okay? Which for the township, I'm not mad if they're making such an abysmal return on it, as long as the event pays for itself.
Sweet. Oh, I do have something local.
Okay.
In honor of the attempt to put the town board up to a vote.
Okay.
We need to highlight our town board escapade for the day.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
a long, long time ago, I can still remember when the music used to make me smile.
Oh, Jesus.
And a community came together and privately funded a community center for itself
Mm-hmm.
and named it the Bob Roode Center.
Okay.
It's a wonderful place down there at the park. We hold events there.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheap rent for 501c3s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was gifted to some degree to the township. The township's taking care of maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
And as with all things township, they fucked it up. A small leak in the roof became a tremendous black mold infestation. To the point where they wish to condemn the building. Have we talked about this? Because I vaguely remember this.
Yeah.
You did talk some about this, but you did not talk about it in this depth.
So
yes,
to hasten the demise of said Bob Roode Center, rather than airing it out, drying it out, and fixing the roof, which would be what you would tend to do with black mold, they
turn off the AC and open the doors, let the desert heat do its thing, and it dries out pretty much everything.
No, they sealed up every door and window with tape. Covered the windows in plastic.
Oh, so turning it into a greenhouse.
Damn.
Yes.
Wonderful place.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure anybody who handles, like, I don't know, flooding in a house, one of the first things that they do is turn the water off. So you got to get rid of whatever leak there is. And then it's air it out, air it out, air it out, air it out. Because you want to get rid of any water that's in there as quickly as possible. The longer the water sits, the more it seeps.
I will say I've had a remediation company at my house previously in the past.
There's companies that do this kind of work.
And they will put plastic up around the affected area, but then they have industrial-sized blower fans that they're drying the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was pieces of that there, but no.
Okay, so they were trying to condemn it.
Tear it down.
Tear it down.
Sell it.
What?
What?
The property.
Okay.
Sell it off to Terribles for a gas station.
Once again.
And I actually went and made that confirmation. I independently confirmed that.
Wow.
That the town was in discussions with Terribles to acquire said property.
Which is really interesting because then you have the gas station that's right across the way, and it seems like everywhere on 160, they're like, we don't want you to travel longer than half a mile without a gas station right there.
Well, you've seen how well equipped some of these cars are. We probably should have copious quantities of gas in case they break down.
So we have that wonderfulness.
Yeah.
Then let's talk about one of my favorite targets. Fire department.
Uh-oh. We have another fire?
No.
Okay.
This deals with the town board and the
Oh.
fire department.
Oh.
How the town board was supposed to have oversight over the fire department?
And they simply became a blank checkbook for the
Ooh.
fire department.
Yeah.
So
And I think what was it that you and I have talked about with that? How the water company out here was actually supposed to be installing fire hydrants, and they didn't get installed.
And maintaining the
this
testing.
is even
Or the testing of them falls on the water department, not the fire department, which for me, I'm thinking put it on
I'd have that on the fire department. They're going to be the ones using it, so...
And they aren't going to fudge the test.
Yeah, they're not going to fudge the test, and if they come up, and then it's, hey, then if the town really wants to make that, then assess fees and fines towards the water company for not having adequate pressure or
service,
too much pressure.
requirements service, too much pressure.
Yeah.
But
You know, we just had that water main break at Smith's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, while you're taking a slight pause, I will say Sean and Jason have just said hello.
Gentlemen,
We appreciate you. But this deals specifically with the empty fire station out there on Mesquite.
Ah, okay.
The empty fire station that cost at least $8 million. The empty fire station that has a lovely piece of fire apparatus in it that was acquired by the town at the request of Scott Lewis. A lovely piece of fire equipment, a ladder truck with a turnable ladder.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A ladder truck that sat in the yard of the place we acquired it from. We acquired it from used.
Okay.
For 2 years. We acquired it as a fully functional, fully stocked ladder truck.
As everybody knows, like if you don't use it, you lose it.
For the tune of more than $1 million. It is now a completely stripped piece of equipment as delivered. No actual equipment on it. The trunnions that supported said ladder. That's a critical piece of equipment, you know.
Yeah.
You need those.
Yeah.
Those are important to operation.
Yeah.
We're missing.
Oh, wow.
The ladder was simply laying down on the truck. Non-functional.
Lovely.
They were robbed from the truck at some
Point. Yeah.
So any average individual, if they were to receive a piece of equipment that was damaged as such, would probably want to pursue it.
Yeah.
The problem was that they weren't supposed to leave it there in the yard. They did not take delivery.
They did not take
For
possession.
2 years.
Yeah.
They failed to take delivery of said unit.
Yep.
And had no legal recourse.
Yeah, because
whatsoever.
you left it for a prolonged period of time, and then at that point in time, it's like, oh yeah. Well, everything was fully functional 2 years ago.
Well, I'm gonna move forward and move on to regional. You good with that?
Yep.
All right.
Hey, our former producer says hi.
Oh, sweetness. Well,
Wants to know if I'm dead yet.
no, you're still alive. You're still sitting next to me, which is kind of a nice thing. Well,
Says that since he was on the town board at that point, he can vouch for everything I just said.
oh, wow.
He raised hell about it, and that's when they threw an ethics complaint at him and threw him off the board.
Wow. Well, this is one thing that I hope does not come to Pahrump. We have seen
Coming soon to a town near you.
Oh, fuck you. We have seen time and time again where if Clark County puts something up, then all of a
Watering
sudden,
restrictions.
shortly thereafter, Nye
Dog walking
County
laws.
tries to put the same thing in effect.
Microchip requirements.
Jesus fuck Christ. If you keep on interjecting like that,
Wrong.
I might just poke the bejeebus out of you.
I'm just interjecting things that Clark County's done that they talked about wanting to do here.
Yeah. Well, this one is a major one due to the factor of the vast majority of the town is not connected up to city water or city sewer.
Or is only connected to one or connected to the water.
If it's less than an acre, yep.
So, what I'm talking about is septic tanks. Clark County is trying to once again...
Clark County is a septic tank?
Yeah, it is. But what they're trying to do is try to instate another thing that it came up in 2023, which was AB 220, and it's a septic tank fee every 5 years.
Abroad? So they're emptying my septic tank for me?
Nope.
They're inspecting my septic tank for me?
Nope.
They are jumping in my septic tank and staying in there, hopefully?
Nope.
So what are they doing?
They are a septic tank. No, they're wanting you to pay like a permit fee. permit fee every 5 years.
You mean like the permit fee I had to pay to get my septic tank put in?
So, and as well as incur mandatory septic inspection during property sales and possible restrictions on domestic wells that recharge aquifers.
So backdoor well metering.
This is what they're looking at. Yeah, they're literally trying to do that, and the whole goal of this that they stated on their site, not on their site, was they are trying to get it to retrieve every drop of water they can to go back into Lake Mead. That was their justification.
So my shit water's going to go in Lake Mead for them to drink?
Something like that. But
do they need to cover some dead bodies?
I don't know. But
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the homeowners are upset, and they're because, as you put it, they're like, "What are they getting for it? What are they getting for this fee, other than a lighter wallet?"
So maybe I'm just one of them simple Simons from the country here, but my shit water flows into the first tank of septic. And all the actual shit sinks to the bottom of the septic.
Correct.
And the water flows off into the second tank and then out into my leach field.
Yep.
And my leach field feeds the aquifer.
Yeah.
After filtration through Mother Earth and whatnot, after it goes down.
Right. I'm just...
He's simplifying the country bumpkin
I'm
style.
simplified country bumpkin.
I understand.
And that aquifer feeds all the lakes, rivers, streams, vernal pools, bollywogs, billabongs, tidal pools, etc.
Yeah. Something like that.
So how is that not recovering every fucking possible drop?
Because they want it pumped in so that way they can do it at their containment system and do that. Because one of the other things that's addressed with this is that if you are close enough to public sewer, you need to get on board with public sewer.
Now, I got another question. It's a simple Simon out here.
Okay.
In Pahrump, which means water from rock and all, if I am, how close is close? Because, like, I'm close, reasonably, but in order to get city sewer to my property, I got to pay for it. Because the sewer district doesn't pay for their own expansions. I've got to do it. Am I going to be required then to pay for the expansion, then pay the fee, then pay the other fee, then pay the fee, which is a goddamn poodle?
Okay. Well, it seems like what they're doing is putting this $226 as, well, you either get on board or you're going to have to pay for it.
So now I've got
you're going to have to pay for it or pay for it.
So now I've got a hole in the ground that
you have to get filled.
That I have to get filled in. So that's going to cost me money. And I'm going to have to get sewer drugged to my property, which is going to cost me money.
Yep.
And I'm going to have to pay for the service, which is going to cost me money. Or I can pay a bribe.
So that way you can keep your septic.
So that I can keep what I got.
Yeah, every 5 years. Which, for the 18,000 households in Clark County that have septic, I did the mathematics, and it's a little over $4 million that they will be collecting in said bribes.
So,
not to mention, if you are a new build, you also have to pay that bribe. And
even if I don't have septic to give it.
This is a proposal that they are trying to put up in Clark County. This is the reason why I am saying, hey, to any of our BOCCs, anybody else's town board or anything else like that, do not freaking
get any ideas.
Do not freaking do this, because I, as well as a lot of people in this township, will be the first on board to sit there and say anyone who tries to do this, I'm going to push for voting you out.
Well, not only that, is I'm going to exercise my right to protest out there in the easement in front of your property, and I'm going to take a ginormous, steaming fucking deuce out there.
Make sure that you wear
I'm going to wrap a towel around. So
no, I was saying wear a kilt.
Yeah.
Because then you can do that, and you can just,
No, I am not going to be, Huggy, I'm not going to be that guy out in the desert that you had to
Where are your shoes?
That took off his fucking flip-flops to take a shit in the desert.
Wow.
Don't ask me,
man.
They were way over. They weren't just right next to him. They were way over.
He wanted to be comfortable while he was dropping the deuce. Well, there's that. Well, here's the thing: is that was a proposal. Now there are some things that are actually coming into effect 1 October. Okay.
1st of October is when all the new rules and regulations, because we didn't have enough to begin with, coming into effect.
Wednesday, October 1st, wrong way driving will once again be a criminal offense in Nevada.
It wasn't?
I don't have so much of a problem with that one.
Remember when they went to, because of the fees and fines and all that stuff?
Civil versus criminal.
Civil. Well, now it is going to be a criminal offense to do this. This is Jaya's law. This was Assembly Bill 111. It was treated as a civil offense under the major criminal justice reforms passed in 2021, meant people kept out of the criminal justice system. The law was named in memory of a 3-year-old Jayla Brooks, who lost her life in a wrong-way crash on US 95 in Las Vegas during December of 2023. So here it is. We're approaching 2 years later, and there's that.
Yeah.
Now, the next one. This is a big one that we've been seeing time and time again. The Assembly Bill 121 establishes limits on rental application fees, requiring full, clear disclosure of all fees within the lease and requiring fee-free way of tenants to pay their rent. So this
Can I get a fee-free way to pay my fees to the fee people at the county?
Yeah, I guess. Well,
they charge a fee.
This is a big-time thing when all of a sudden it's like, hey, do you guys take cash? And they're like, well, no, we don't take cash.
We don't take cash.
But, okay, can you take a check? And they're like,
no.
Only if it's a cashier's check.
Only if it's a cashier's check, which means that you have to go pay additional
fee.
You have to go pay a bank, so that way they can certify that.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, can I pay with debit? And they're like, yes, you can pay with debit,
but we charge a fee.
There's a 3.5% on fee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what can I pay with that doesn't cost me anything? And they're like, there's no way. Oh, Jesus.
Ew.
No, that costs you your dignity, good sir. Anybody.
Hey, I've seen those movies, man.
Yeah, I understand, but no one, no. I think at that point in time, looking at you, it cost them their dignity to stoop that low. But the measure was aimed at preventing landlords from charging tenants hidden fees on top. And I think that's a major big move because we have another one that's rolling out in, I do believe, November 1st, which is that gas stations have to list the full price without discounts. This does...
Oh, on their signage, yes.
Yes, on their signage. And the reason why is because if you've pulled into a place and you looked at the signage and it was like $3.25 for fuel and you're like, sweet.
And then you look at your
and then you realize that was cash with the rewards car and a purchase of a car wash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I mean, and I will say this, I had this conversation earlier. It is getting, this was, I do believe, a Biden era to get rid of deceptive pricing.
Yes.
Which I was all for, being that we're right next to Las Vegas, and it seems like there's a shit ton of deceptive pricing from hotel rooms that will sit there and be like, hey, it's only $40, but then you have
$60 resort fee.
Then you have a resort fee, as well as, oh, it's a $400 security deposit per day.
Uh-huh. Plus the room taxes, which we don't collect here in Nye County.
What am I supposed to gamble with now?
Yeah. So, and some of that stuff, like you'd plan your entire vacation and then you'd find out once you got here that the room that you were set up to rent, they collect the security deposit right then and there at site. And so you're like...
And they don't return it to you for like 6 weeks.
And the thing is that not only that, but even if you say, hey, no, that wasn't disclosed,
Now it's going to take 4 weeks for you to get the money that you already spent on the hotel room that you can't get
Refunded, yes.
because they wanted to collect that security deposit on top.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The other cool one, this is a big one. Nevadans will be able to purchase alcohol to go for off-site consumption starting Wednesday.
Woo! Bottle stores.
All right. Assembly Bill 375.
If it worked during COVID, it can work now.
Yeah.
Yes.
The change enables food, rideshare, and delivery services to include alcoholic beverages with meal deliveries, which is a departure from the current law that restricts sales to on-premise.
This is a lot safer because, quite frankly, if you're already a little ways down the road, a few sheets to the wind, and you want more, you're gonna have options other than jumping in your vehicle.
This does come with a 50-cent, up to 50-cent surcharge per retail sale of a mixed drink. This is to support the Ignition Interlock Program, aka which funds treatment assistance, outreach, educational incentives, and enforcement activities related to driving under the influence. So don't drive to go get your booze, have it delivered.
Have somebody else do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you can pay fees to fund for the idiots who still drive.
Well, this is the hilariousness that I had to. The law also designates pecan punch? Pecan?
Wait, what?
Picon? Picon punch as a traditional Basque drink, the official state drink of Nevada. And I'm like,
What?
Traditional Basque drink. It's pecan punch or picon punch.
Picon.
It's bullshit.
They're missing an E there for pie, unless you're talking about the number.
It's Basque. Basque is
That is
no other language
the
in the
official
goddamn
state drink of Nevada.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, it should be a yard-long margarita.
We did, yes.
Let's be real.
For Las Vegas, that is definitely a big thing. But this is one of those things where we announced this on the air as they were going through, and we were talking about regulations that they were trying to pass in and doing that. This was one of the ones that actually passed, but with broad bipartisan support. It was like everybody should be able to take their beer to go. Which, as someone who is literally paid $5 for a soda at a restaurant, I think they should be able to refill it and give it to you to go, period. So that way you can actually have a drink to go anyways.
All right, so it's made from Amaro liqueur, a splash of soda water, grenadine, a lemon twist, and just a hint of brandy floating on top.
Yeah, no.
It sounds awful. We have much better taste.
The only problem is that the margarita, has its own ventures and things of that
Yeah.
nature. It's not like, there's a bunch of different things. But I'm like sitting there and I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. The yard margarita would be a better.
Way more synonymous with.
Well, I mean, and then your bar drinks that you have here in Las Vegas, a lot of them came out of either New York or California or something of that nature. And it was because the people that were visiting here. They're like, hey, I want this, I want that. And it's like, okay, cool.
So it's our goddamn official drink?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. You couldn't get it in 04 because Turani Amir had a supply chain disruption. Then it required recertification by California. Then we're currently experiencing a supply shortage because they're now getting rid of their liqueur business in favor of their flavored syrup business.
For coffees and stuff.
Gee, sounds about right.
Yeah.
So a state drink that nobody will drink because they can't.
State drink that you can no longer get. Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, this was an interesting one. We talk about like the no nonsense and everything else, but like making rules upon rules upon rules.
All the rules.
Balloon releases. This Assembly Bill 194 makes it a civil infraction to release or organize the release of balloons outside. Violators could face a $250 fine. I sit there and I say, then do not sell balloons at the fair that you attach to a child. For some reason, those little wiggle worms will literally unleash the horde of balloons.
Okay, so I got questions now.
Okay.
I got questions. Did they carve out exemptions in this? How about appropriate exemptions?
Like what?
Weather balloons, scientific research, photography. Oh, I don't know that business we used to have here in town where you'd go up in a freaking balloon.
Oh, you mean the hot air
Your balloons come back down. They don't have a problem with those.
So,
but it's a balloon. Do they define balloon?
Yeah, that is a very valid question. I do not see anything in here that says this is just the
Defines
short
the
and skinny.
material.
Mm-hmm. The next one, which was kind of
They have to
interesting.
float away. What if I release a bunch of air-filled balloons that are shaped like wiener dogs into the BOCC meeting? Am I going to get simply fined?
I don't know. Well, this law is intended to prevent balloons from hitting power lines, potentially causing power outages or sparking fires. So, note to all of you parents out there, aunts, uncles, tias, tios, don't let the kids hold on to the balloons, as well as make sure that if you are transporting balloons in your car for any reason,
Don't open the trunk and let them out.
make sure that you put them in a garbage bag so that way they can have them all in solidarity. And make sure to anchor so that way they do not fly out, because if they do fly out, you could face a $250 fine as well as have to go replace those balloons once again.
My suggestion is tie around the kid's neck.
Oh, well, that is an anchor, but not a good idea.
Another big one that's coming in is the Assembly Bill 350, which requires cemeteries to mow grass regularly, treat weeds annually, and provide access to inaccessible areas of the grounds. It also mandates that cemeteries obtain a district court order to exhume or relocate human remains.
Okay, I got several issues.
Yes, me too.
I have several issues.
All right.
Some of them are with this bill. Number one, this will not be impacting us here in Pahrump because what is this grass they're talking about?
Well, remember, this is for the whole of this state, not just Pahrump,
Right.
Vegas, or anything else
Fair
like
enough.
that.
Washoe County, they do have grass.
Okay.
So there are areas of the state that have grass, and I'm not just talking about the faux grass that a lot of people have in their backyard, front yard, somewhere else in their yard, or somewhere, I don't know.
Grass on the field, play ball, baby.
Well, I mean, I do believe the school is still trying to sell their old football field. As I saw at some of the football field, they laid over the dirt, which I really appreciate at Fall Festival. So I was like, that was a really ingenious way of doing that, because
The dust control. Yeah.
the previous years, there was no dust control. It was like somebody would walk through there and you'd just see the plume.
My next
God forbid
question
you wear white
is,
tennis shoes.
if the areas are inaccessible,
And now they're accessible. Then what? How do we...
What it is to provide access to the inaccessible areas of the grounds.
now are we talking like ADA accessibility, or are we like talking building a path to nowhere?
talking about
well,
areas that should be private for a gosh darn good reason.
apparently this law was inspired by a controversial involving an alleged unfair treatment at the Muslim portion of the Reno's Mountain View Cemetery.
Oh, so you can't keep the Jews out?
Oh, Jesus.
Muslim portion.
Right. You can't keep the Jews out?
Jesus, man.
Boy,
Yeah.
can't take me anywhere.
No, I can't. No, the big thing is with that, I was like, okay, I can get on board with that. Like, hey, if you have a cemetery, you shouldn't let certain portions of it just go overgrown and whatnot, to the point where loved ones can't come see.
Have you seen historical cemeteries?
Yes, I have seen some historical cemeteries all across this great nation.
And have you seen like family plots that are kind of overgrown?
Yes.
Now, here's my next question.
Okay.
Here's my next question. In the state of Nevada, as long as I declare it,
Mm-hmm.
I can bury Aunt Ed in the backyard.
Yeah.
Does
Correct.
that make my plot a cemetery that I must maintain,
mow
grow, and allow access to?
Don't.
No, yeah, that's the inaccessible areas must be
Jesus
accessible.
fuck Christ.
Does that mean I have to let any Joe Public in my backyard?
To go visit Aunt Edna?
Oh my God.
To fornicate on her
You
tombstone?
were this close for a horrible phrase there. You said in your backyard, and I was like, oh shit, she just talked about anybody in her back door.
No.
So, once again, I have not looked up the bill itself. This is just a generalized rundown that I saw that I was like, these are important.
I know, this is just me being a rule weasel.
Oh, I know. It's like a role reversal today. Next one, we have Senate Bill 338. This covers consumer protections in the live entertainment industry by requiring upfront disclosure of all pricing information and mandatory refunds for canceled events within 30 days. This is a huge one for everywhere around here. Mm-hmm. Vegas, whatnot.
The residencies, especially.
Because we've had residencies that go through and cancel, and then it will delay. We'll hold on to your money until all of a sudden we find out if it's canceled or just postponed.
Okay, so I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does this mean that in my quest to support single mothers working their way through college, they have to post the
rates
on the outside?
It depends on what rates you're talking about.
Full disclosure, what the rate is.
Well, this is for the live entertainment industry.
She's alive, I hope.
Well, I mean, after she sees you,
and I'm being entertained.
Keel over and die.
Oh my.
Now, my next question is, you go to a place down like, I don't know, the far west end of Homestead.
Okay.
Do they have to be upfront in their pricing?
What do you mean about the far west side? That's the far south side.
Homestead runs north and south.
Okay, the far south side of Homestead, almost to California, to the dry lake bed. Do they have to post the menu for services?
Those individual, well, they have a recommendation and everything else.
They're requiring full disclosure.
But they are going through, and those are independent contractors, which you then have to go through and, I wouldn't say haggle.
Negotiate.
You want to negotiate, get pricing.
I would say dicker.
In private. And
yes.
I would hope I'm dickering her in private.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is What the Fuck Podcast.
What the fuck?
And if you haven't been able to tell by the look on my face, since Mike is in rare form of just nuisance and annoyance today, I've been saying what the fuck a lot in my head.
And he has had none of the state alcoholic drink or any other alcoholic drink, so I don't know.
That's the problem.
Well, all of these things go into effect 1 October.
So we still don't have one, is what you're saying.
So it's just around the corner. The last one, since you decided to talk about the Jews, January 27th is International Holocaust Remembrance Day in Nevada. So, yeah. Fucking ass.
So always save it for then. Oh.
Jesus.
I do want.
Even I will not make a bad, tasteless joke about that one.
So
I like to live.
Slight hiatus or pause. I'm going to say, I was telling Mike earlier today that it's a very good thing that you guys are on the air tonight because it is International Podcast Day today.
Yay! Celebrate us.
So
donate on our Patreon.
Yay!
Join us on OnlyFans.
Fuck you! I'm not doing OnlyFans, dude.
What are you?
I'm on OnlyFeet, so that way they don't have to see this ugly mug.
Hey, I've actually thought about putting us on OnlyFans.
Okay.
If you think back in the day, when OnlyFans first started, it was for comics, it was for content producers.
Yeah, it was for that, and then all of a sudden they were like, hey, titties,
yeah,
feet pic.
All of a sudden, amateur singers went by the wayside, yeah.
Well, they sang.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God.
Yeah.
Yo, you remember that whole, like, we're not allowed to do voices in here?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Dude, no. I had that live in my ear as everyone that's at home. I have it in my ear at the same level as you guys do. You guys have seen me twist more knobs today. All right?
Mike.
Just getting, because, dude, you started off like, I'm going to scream into this thing. I had Amy who cut in really loud. And I was like, I'm deaf. So I'm bearing with you guys today. I'm suffering for you guys. Yeah, that's all the stuff that's coming in.
Oh, shit.
1 October. So we talked about things that are potentially coming in the future for Clark County, and then we talked about everything that was coming in.
For a show without anything local, we just covered an hour on it.
You're officially at only 40 minutes because you started
Yeah.
10 minutes behind.
Because we had a little
audio
10-minute
difficulties.
That's what happens from time to time is we go through and we have to look at that stuff because it's the truth. We gotta.
So let's talk about some other stuff happening throughout the world. Because I hate the world.
Okay.
I do. I hate the world. So let's see here. Smoking Gun released today
Okay.
as part of the lawsuit settlement between Trump and Alphabet, the parent company of YouTube, for $45 million for suspending his account
Okay.
during campaign season.
Mm.
The smoking gun that came out as part of the settlement was, it was ordered and thus verily ordained.
Ooh.
You shall, by order of the president,
Oh.
censor speech.
Wow. Wow.
The Biden administration came out and told them, you must censor speech.
Gee.
Must censor speech.
Wow. Talk about separation of church and state. Oh, wait. I don't know. Private company, First Amendment laws, Something about the government will not infringe?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a ballsy move to sit there and just be like, hey, we're going to send this over.
Yeah, we're going to make that happen.
And I'm wondering if it was sent via email or a memo.
Email.
Wow.
So the other thing we got going on in D.C.
Did he really?
Shut down.
Yeah, government shutdown.
We're going to shut it down. Shutting it down. You know what they're shutting it down over?
What?
Well, a clean CR was prevented. A CR is a continuing resolution. It continues to fund the government at last year's levels while they figure out what the fuck they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
As a former federal employee, I lived through about a bazillion of these damn things.
Yeah, as a military guy, I had to live through them too. It sucked.
Up Chuck Schumer and a few others decided they wanted a few other things put in there.
Okay.
How much do you pay for your health care? As a U.S. citizen?
Right. Well, I don't.
Well,
I don't pay it as a U.S. citizen. I pay it as a military retiree.
Right. But you pay, right? Yeah. You're paying, like I'm paying, like my wife's paying, like everybody else that's a citizen.
Yeah.
Is required to per Obamacare.
Yeah.
Okay. Up Chuck Schumer there, tacked on a free healthcare for illegals.
Yuck.
Oh, and so if I wanted to,
as a U.S. citizen, I have to pay for health care, but
I'm fined by the IRS if I don't.
As someone who
is breaking the law actively,
is either here illegally or has overstayed their welcome.
Correct. That's still here legally.
I understand this, but I'm putting it in my concepts of terms. Either they gained access to the United States illegally, or they are overstayed.
Okay.
Because the thing is that there's a lot of people who are here on work visas, student visas.
You mean like the superintendent of schools for the largest Iowa school district?
Okay, didn't know that one.
Yeah. An illegal alien from Uganda.
So once again, I ask.
Overstayed a student visa.
Ah, okay.
Back in '94.
Whoa.
Became the superintendent of schools. Got arrested for illegally carrying a gun on school grounds.
Wow.
And being an illegal alien.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. If you're sitting there and you're like, hey, it's just for illegal aliens, does that mean I get free healthcare as soon as my visa expires, or?
Oh, and
or does that mean like if I'm here on a work visa or something of that nature, like?
No, you can't be here legally.
Oh, okay.
Now the other thing that Chuck Schumer wanted to tack onto this whole thing So, say your wife wanted to get a pair of bolt-ons.
A pair of what?
Pair of bolt-ons, get some personality enhancements.
Oh, you mean she wanted to get implants?
Right.
Whether it's in, like, is it just chesticles or does the butt like?
Sure.
All right.
Hey, pick one. You'd have to pay for that, right?
Yeah, that would be considered a cosmetic surgery.
Right. But if you wanted to get a pair of bolt-ons and change your gender, the government paid for it.
Wow, that was the additional feature that they wanted tacked on this year?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
That is what is going to be holding up pay for our military members. That is what is going to be holding up pay for
That's
federal
the reason
employees.
why we're going in and out.
That's what's going to be closing national parks.
What do you see?
Well, we were talking about bolt-ons, and I immediately thought about it, and I was like, man, we've been having some microphone issues where all of a sudden the microphones go in and out, and it was because that was blocked or I moved, and all of a sudden it was blocked. ET phone home, no antennas, man.
Oh, shoot.
So at least we tested the system.
Something.
Oh. It's all good. I was just curious. I was like, man, I just shifted a little bit.
Your
and also
amateur producer sucks.
No, it's all good. It is what it is. I mean, at least we're within this close range and we can tell it works.
Shut down your national
When
park.
we get rid of all the extra crap in the bin, it'll be much easier.
That's what's going to shut down towards the Capitol.
Yeah.
That's what's going to delay your Social Security payments.
Which is freaking shenanigans to sit there and be like, hey, we're going to hold it up over federal funding for people who are not here legally.
For free addictomies.
As well as we want to make it so that way the government pays for you to get chesticles or
your dick cut off.
Well, I mean, inverse of your sexual organs. Whether you want to turn from an outie to an innie or an innie to an outie. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, that was a big thing. I remember many, many moons ago, protests about Planned Parenthood over abortion.
Right.
And although Planned Parenthood does other services, that's the main highlighted service.
That's what they do.
So, as we covered this Saturday, one of the things that is Planned Parenthood went against our state to try to make it so that way they can circumvent notifying the guardians and parents. And I'm like, no, that's not the way that's supposed to go.
Like Louisiana issuing an arrest warrant for a California doctor for practicing medicine without a license in the state of Louisiana.
Wow. I did not hear about that one.
The California doctor was shipping abortion pills into Louisiana.
Ooh.
The bill is against the rules.
Okay.
But they are having an arrest warrant out for practicing medicine without a license. Nanu. And I don't know if you heard about this, but the Charlie Kirk Memorial at Utah Valley, Utah Canyon, Utah whatever university where he was shot.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that place is the bomb.
What?
Yeah, improvised explosive devices today.
All right.
Someone set us up to bomb. We get signal.
Yeah, we have full signal. Good.
But yeah, improvised explosive devices there today.
Wow.
It's kind of freaking suck, man. Going to that school and having to evacuate because some douche nozzle doesn't like the fact that somebody put flowers in a spot.
Yeah.
For a guy that got assassinated.
Yeah.
Freaking douche canoe right there. Oh.
It's freedom of speech, not freedom of chaos. Yeah. But
we are seeing a major uptick in that. We had the LDS thing this last week.
Okay.
Where a guy drove his truck to the front door of an LDS church in Michigan.
Yeah.
Set the place on fire, killed 4 people, wounded a whole bunch of others. Also had IEDs in his vehicle. We had a guy that was pissed off at a fish company decide to start shooting at it.
Okay.
Wounded a few people in a bar. We had Dallas, where they took sniper shots at ICE agents.
We
had Portland.
Okay.
where they have literally laid siege to federal buildings.
Wow.
Chicago, it's on fire again tonight.
Mm.
Mrs. O'Leary's cow must have kicked the damn lantern over again. But this is what we're seeing as increasing unrest. And the thing that we're seeing is media manipulation and algorithm manipulation.
Okay.
On many different fronts to make this happen. A great example of this was a young man who faked his kidnapping in Florida.
Okay.
A screenshot circulated that the Amber Alert, because he was minor, that he was wearing a Trump shirt and a MAGA hat.
Okay.
That was never mentioned by anybody, but that press release circulated. The press picked it up immediately and ran with it, even though it was never an official document. But it was a screenshot of a single post that somebody posted.
Yeah.
We're seeing the same kind of media manipulation in Europe right now, where drones continue to plague Copenhagen, etc.
Where they've actually shut down all civil drones.
Yes.
And they said, hey, no flying them. And I'm assuming I'm assuming that's because they also want to circumvent, like, just to mitigate and say, hey, it's not civilians.
Exactly.
This is state agencies that are doing this type of shit.
Some of the photos that are circulating may look very similar because they're the same photos that were circulating from New Jersey.
Ah, okay.
But those photos are being used to manipulate people into saying, "Oh, that's just a freaking commercial flight."
Yeah.
But this is fifth generation warfare, is what this is. So that's one of the things that I pride myself on is I multi-source everything.
Yeah.
If I find something, I don't let it out until I've multi-sourced it, unless it's something that's firsthand.
Yeah. So for me, for the assembly bills, I just looked it up, wanted to make people aware of what's coming up in October, because it's like, okay.
And that's from the SOS website. That's firsthand.
Yeah.
Look for a new career.
Not really.
Oh, too bad, because I multi-sourced this one. Agencies like, remember Blackwater?
Yeah.
Executive Outcomes.
Yeah.
That's a little older. That's
80s
Africa.
Yeah. The other one was more my time, and could have potentially crossed paths, and as well as they were blasted on there for their protective services, so to speak.
Now, I cross-sourced this one between the primary sources in Haiti and an advertisement for these services in the online version, because the print version has gone out of existence, of Soldier of Fortune.
Okay.
Good old Soldier of Fortune. That U.S.-based mercs are operating now in Haiti.
Wow.
With U.S.-made cardboard drones.
Okay.
Randomly blowing people up.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, so close. Oh, clearly they're not in Nevada. The Knights are playing. Because the guy just got penalties for hooking. In Nevada, there's no penalty for hooking as long as you go to the brothel.
Yeah, see, he could have been on the corner and hooked in the wrong location. Yep.
Yeah. So we've got both of those elements moving. We also have the Trump administration saying it is going to hit Venezuela. Now,
with sanctions,
no, as in blowing shit up.
Oh, wow.
Now,
because that's been an ongoing thing where we literally said, hey, or I should say Venezuela said, hey, this is an act of war, and the U.S. pretty much said, shut up, we have other things going on right now.
So, I play poker every once in a while, not very often anymore, because I'm not very good at it.
I just figured it was because you were getting older.
Yeah. It doesn't work as well. My bluff is just not up to it.
Okay.
One thing Donnie Two Scoops there does not do well is bluff.
Okay.
when he says he's going to do XYZ,
Mm-hmm.
that's generally what tends to happen. His poker face does not show through very well. When he says he's going to blow up shit in Venezuela, pretty much expect that he's going to invade Venezuela and burn those fields.
Oh, Jesus.
Just like
Okay.
if he says he has pocket aces, he has pocket aces.
He has pocket aces.
I have your queens, your kings, and I have aces. What now?
Going back to media manipulation, okay? There's a big story floating around that 155,000 federal employees resigned today.
Really?
What?
Yeah, 155,000 federal employees resigned today. What they're not telling you is today is the final day of deferred resignation / retirement.
Ah.
Today is the last day you could work and have taken the golden parachute.
Oh, okay.
So these people, it's not we're resigning now because of Trump. Well, they are kind of resigning because of Trump. He offered them a buyout.
The plan.
Yeah.
You know? But the media is pushing this narrative that these people are resigning because of Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Which is technically true. It's the best kind of true. But it doesn't tell the story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like in the military, we had several times where it was Terra, where it was allowed you to do early retirement or early separation with a payout or something of that nature. And it was because, House and Senate said, hey, we have too many armed forces. And so we need to thin out the numbers. And so they offered us to retire if you were between 15 and 18 years. And they were like, hey, yeah, we'll give you this percent and you can just get out.
Yeah.
And it's like,
no strings.
Okay, cool. And with that, they would give you a retirement that was accordingly to your years. And then you could file for your VA disability. You could do that. So for guys that were like, hey, I'm probably not going to pass the next PT test or something of that nature.
Unless you're a general.
They jump ship. Well, no, this goes through and says it's across all ranks now. I'm seeing all that type of stuff. Unless you're, going to that grandstand where it's all the generals and all the senior enlisted. I'm still waiting to see how that comes out, man.
So far, that whole thing has been a nothing burger.
So it's Y2K?
They were told, that they're going to have to meet physical standards and their grooming standards and warrior ethos, and if you're not okay with it, get the hell out.
Yeah, and I am glad that I am out. As you guys see, I love my glorious beard that I was never allowed to grow in the service, and now they put it back to where, like, if you're on a shaving waiver for longer than a year,
show cause.
Yeah, and I knew guys that were on shaving waivers their entire career due to the factor of every time that they would cut with a razor against their skinny skin, all of a sudden it looked like they went to a paintball arena and got peppered because they'd have masses. And I'm like, yeah, dude, if you look like the human equivalent of a speed bump on your face because of so many ingrown hairs.
I will tell you what the problem is.
What?
They're dirty. As someone who gets his head shaved.
Yeah.
And I will knock on wood and declare Ashley the best head shaver in the world. I have yet to get a single ingrown hair.
Yeah.
I have yet to get a single cut or infection. Do you know why? She cleans it first.
Okay. I have a question. Do you have straight hair or curly hair?
Both.
Okay. Well, the reason why I ask this is because there are some people who have extremely curly hair, and if you shave their neck, all of a sudden it turns into lumps left and right. Again.
Cleanse it with alcohol first so you do not get an infection.
Dude, you're talking to somebody who's had curly hairs go through and do this, and I've cleaned the bejeebus out of that.
Okay.
Not just use disposable razors, just the one and done, but like gone through to exfoliate it as if it was a lady's leg, and all of a sudden I'm still having and pulling out 1 inch long hairs that have decided to curl and embed.
Okay.
Now, I didn't have it as often as some of my cohorts, but at the same time, I'm sitting there and you're like, it's because they're dirty. No, I've met people who have fungal infections. They're dirty as fuck.
I agree.
That literally look like they have blackheads ready to launch as if it's fucking Russia. Okay? I'm not talking about that. These were some clean individuals, but every time that they shaved with the razor,
Well, then clip the damn thing. Get a foil razor.
well, I'm just saying, shit happens, and sitting there and going, oh yeah, it's because of this. Like, no, when you do the blank statement, that's what fucking happens.
There are a lot of ways of shaving your face that don't involve a razor or a blade like that.
Yeah.
I get it if you're Sikh.
Mm-hmm.
Shaving
Religious
waiver.
exemptions, yeah. But at
If
that
you're a
point in time, they're
spec ops-
trying to go through and do that, which is one of the fucking most hilarious things to me. You can't sit there and be like, spec ops, it's perfectly fine. Like, dude, they have to do that. But shaving out in the field is unsanitary. Motherfucker, you got these other guys out there fucking doing that shit in the same Benjo ditch that, they're like, okay, that's the Benjo ditch, that's the freshwater ditch.
Okay.
Don't fucking mix them up.
Okay. Guys in World War I, in the trenches,
Yeah.
shaved.
Uh-huh.
World War II, guess what they did?
What?
Shave.
Uh-huh.
In the fetid jungles of the knob,
Uh-huh.
they shaved.
Okay.
But the reason why I can say spec ops is they may need to blend with the local populace.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I'm sorry, but a bearded man running at you in full force and angry as shit. As two bearded guys ourselves, I'm sitting there and like I could only imagine how babyface bullshit you would look. 'Cause I've never seen you without a beard, let alone a mustache, and I'm like, if I saw your neck, I'd probably laugh.
I'll shave if you shave.
No, hell no, fuck you. Mm-mm. Ah. Yeah. Well, our producer did give us the finger wag, which means that we have...
Miss Producer is the finger too. Yeah. Number one.
So,
Number
we did
one.
that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been another episode of...
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm Jacob.
I'm Michael. We'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit, dude. What? Seriously, man.
I'm punchy.
Punchy is an